How you doing? This is a terrible angle. Oh. It's really bothering me. Really bothering me. I've just ordered a new stand for my laptop because I cannot handle this angle and that you can't see what I'm doing with these cards. Frustrating. So I am bringing you 12 zodiac sign readings for the new moon 111 to the 1111 portal. That's what I have been instructed to do. And I have brought an old deck out of play, which I have not used for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. And I feel like it has something to do with the energy between now and November. Like the last time I used these, I think was in 2022. There's a lot coming up. There is a lot coming up. Let me first, so this is going to be a Scorpio reading for the Scorpios out there. Happy birthday. So this is going to be a dive into what may need to have a look at, what needs moving, any transitional energy, anything in your blind spot. We're just going to have a dive. This is probably going to be the longest reading out of the signs because this is your time. So I'm just using my Oracle deck to get the energy in. And we've got the sapling. So this is as above, so below. This is a really balanced energy. Childlike. This is the heart chakra. And also on the top of one of my decks, the Hermit is facing up. So I feel like you've either been in a bit of a introspective kind of energy, or you're about to go into that for the next 11 days. And obviously that Scorpio energy is very much speaking of letting things go, letting things die, letting things fall away. And I'm going to go straight to this little deck. Excuse the swearing on it. It's very cheeky, light, little, just a fun deck. But I thought it might be quite good to bring it out for these readings, just to... I like to bring humour into this heavy energy. I'm not going to take those. That's too many. Can I have less, please? So I was hearing, and this might have something to do with the Hermit. When I was setting up the cards, I could hear that, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. That one? Yeah? Do you know that one? And now my battery is saying it's flat. Right. That's too many. Let's have less. Let's have less. So this will have to be a short reading because my battery's going to die. Right, what have we got? That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has got your back. So I feel like you're coming out of the Hermit. Ooh, it will lie to your face. For somebody just told me to look at that. Fuck fear. That's amazing. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. Ooh. Right, okay. Let's have a look at this then. I'm going to bring this deck in to see what this is all about. So I feel like with this sapling energy and I feel like this is a project that you, or something that you have been thinking through quite a lot. You've got the Prince of Torches that's just fallen out onto the sapling card. I feel like this is like a burning desire that you've been resting on, that you've been in this hermit mode thinking about quite intently. I'm not going to take all of them, but I am going to take that one. Look at the repeating images. Look at the repeating energy. Whoa. I love, look for the symbolism. Look for the patterns. This is how you're going to know. This is what the universe is the universe. They're telling me that they are trying to communicate with you through pattern and repetition and balance. And that is how you know that you're on the right track. They're telling me that it's going to be your vulnerability that moves you forward. And you've got to, like, you've got to let things fall away so that you can move away. Because what I'm getting is you don't feel like you're not wanting to let something go. You're keeping something stagnant. Because of something's been said, and I don't normally get that from that card, but you've got this up-down thing again, something that's been said that is sitting in your subconscious. Because the Six of Swords is about moving away from something, and this is like you're unable to do this, and they're saying very clearly because of something that's been said. Something that's been said that's sitting in your, and we've got Judgment and the Hermit in reverse on the bottom and the Emperor and the High Priestess. Oh shit. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 Arcana cards on the bottom of the deck. This is big. This is really big. This thing that someone has said to you, and we'll go and find out where that's from. Something that someone has said to you has sat in your subconscious and is sabotaging you really badly, whether you know it or not. In reverse, which is basically mean that it's keeping you away from your purpose. The Hermit in reverse, which is basically saying it's stopping you from being able to go within and seek the ideas within yourself. The Emperor is meaning that you're not motivated, you're losing power over this thing that you want. And the High Priestess in reverse is saying that you're not able to use your intuition, you're not able to connect with the divine guidance that's coming to you. That's really big. Fours are symbolic of stability. There's tell me where this message came in. What were the words that were said? What were the words that were said? Well, they hurt you a lot. You've got the Star in reverse as well. So that's now 5 Arcana cards. The 10 of Swords in reverse. I feel like this Okay. So I was asking the 10 of Swords, what did it mean in reverse? Did it mean that you were working through a betrayal, or was it actually a betrayal? Was it just your perception? And the cards that they gave me was the 10 of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles. And it's your perception. Okay, so bear with me. A situation that was you thought that was meant to be your absolute fulfillment, like your happy ever after, your everything, your emotional fulfillment, broke down. And this was an opportunity. This was a good thing. There was something or someone or something going on that you did not see. Someone was taking from you. That's what I'm getting really strongly. Someone was taking something from you. Someone was trying to harm you. It wasn't a good thing. And God is saying very, very clearly, I gave you an opportunity. To get out, basically. There was harm here in this situation. And I feel like you were staying there because it felt comfortable. Ace of Cups. This is God. This is God's hand. Like you're this little being swimming around in this huge sea of consciousness, and this is God's hand. Like God's trying to give you everything. Like you deserve everything. And this thing that you had before, or this person that you attached yourself to, wasn't even like a sniff on you. They're just showing me like a dog sniffing at something that's like, you know, like just not even. It's like this person was absolutely just not even in your league. I know that's not the right energy, but like you're just not that. It's a completely different frequency. Like the sapling energy for me is like heart-centered, heart-led, you know, someone who really thinks about the you know, like the community and their family, very loving. You know, this person didn't understand who you were, and that's why they played with you. They played with your heart. They were pulling you down. They stopped you from doing, you know, like they're just, I'm just getting very much of like someone pulling on your coat, you know, stopping you from moving forward. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, it was never meant to work out. It was never meant to work out. Like, I'm just getting from this card that this person, this doesn't have to be like male or female, it works for both ways, but like this person was with a friend, like dissing you and slagging you off and all this kind of stuff and putting you down, while you're over here like being the magician, making pentacles and connecting with the divine. And you know, this is, I don't normally get this feeling from this card at all, but I feel like this person was bringing you down because they didn't want you to, you know, be strong. They didn't understand your power. They didn't understand your power at all. Like they had no idea who you were. And if they could, they were jealous of it. They were jealous of it. The Moon, 4 of Cups. Yeah, for me, this was, they were hiding this from you. They were always keeping their hand close to their chest. They didn't want you to be able to see who you were so that they could keep a hand on you. They wanted to be able to, you know, keep vampiring your energy, vampiring that big love. The Devil. Exactly. 6 of Torches, the Tower, and the 2 of Torches. That's basically saying to me that the Devil was freaking lighting a match, like, you know, like burning themselves and keeping themselves alight from you. The 6 of Wands is like celebrating. The Devil was celebrating, but the Tower's here. Psh, no more. Not allowing that. That's, God had to separate you. That was the opportunity that God gave you for emotional fulfillment. Oh, 4 of Pentacles just fell off the table. Bear with me just a second. I hate you not being able to see what I'm doing on the table. It's so much easier. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like this is this person. I feel like they let you make all the pentacles. You're bringing all this energy in. Yeah. Oh, look at this dickhead working so hard. Look at this over here. Look, talking to their friends. Oh, look at this dickhead working so hard and planning and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And then fucking off with your pentacles. Look how miserable this person is. They're not a happy person. They're not, you know, they're not you. They're not you. They're not you, and they never will be, and they're not in the same energy as you. They're not in the same frequency. They weren't made in the same Four of Swords. A lot of fours. Hell of a lot of fours. So we've got Four of Cups, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I think we've got all the fours out. It's a lot of fours. It's your stability. That's what I said at the top of the reading. It's your stability. Fours are all about stability. They didn't want you stable. They wanted them to be stable. Do you know what? It's giving me, they're showing me like Devil Wears Prada. You know that, is it Meryl Streep that plays the boss? And she like speaks to Andy, is it? Yeah, Andy like shit and like ordering her around and like doesn't even look in her general direction and all that kind of stuff. It's giving me that kind of energy. You know, like not even slightly interested to, you know, to know who you are as an individual or a person or, you know, like get any sort of intimacy or anything like that from you. It's just like work, bitch, and make sure my coffee's hot. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Like this could be male or female. And I think you're very loyal. They're showing me the dog on the card. You're very loyal. That's what happens when you've got a big heart. That's what happens when you've got a really big heart. You know, like, you know, with the sapling energy and the size of your heart, like you are deserving of a person who loves as hard as what you do and who can look after your heart, and you shouldn't be scared of that. It's just your boundaries need to be bigger. The more, you know, like the harder you love, the harder your boundaries have got to be, because there's only a select few that are going to be able to look after that big heart. And that's something that I have learned, you know, with some really painful lessons, is that when you're so giving and so empathetic and so nurturing, and yeah, King of Pentacles, like it's just giving me that you're drowning in your own emotions. You're like, an aspect of you is drowning in your own emotions, and I feel like there's another aspect of you that is sitting, is, what's the word, like your higher self. It's like your higher self knows. It's like you're not sleeping on this. Like this is a nighttime card, but you're not asleep. It's like your human self is drowning in all these things that you feel and all these emotions, but your higher self is like, I'm just going to sit and watch the moon and feel all the things that I feel, because I know that it's right. I feel like the storyline and the King of Pentacles is Mr. Stability. Like there is no other card in the deck that is, you know, as stable as the King of Pentacles. Like this is you. I feel like the storyline is very much, I mean, like Scorpio is a water sign. You are emotional, and most Scorpios are incredibly Like, they get told that they're moody and all this kind of stuff, and I don't see that. I haven't met a Scorpio that is like that. I find that Scorpios have very good cut-off game. You know, that sting in the tail is pretty much if you're not going to reciprocate, you know, the energy, if you're not gonna balance the energy with me, if you're not gonna give me what I'm giving you, then I'm done. And I feel like maybe you missed the boat on that one. Maybe you put up with someone a little bit. Maybe you've got a belief system that says that you need to put up with a lot of shit and a lot of bad behavior before you exit, you know? Maybe you weren't taught how to have boundaries as a child. There's a lot of stuff that could happen in that narrative, and maybe that's the thing that you need to go into the hermit mode to find. You know, what were you actually taught in regards to your loving yourself and loving others and being loved, you know? Because the King of Pentacles is here saying you are Mr. Stable, whether you're a male or female, you are very stable. Maybe there was a storyline in your family unit that showing your emotion was instability. You know, stop losing it, you know, all that kind of stuff. You're creating drama. You know, maybe you had parents that didn't respond to you being upset when you were a child. It's very common. You know, telling you that you're fine when you're really, really not. You know, a lot of adults that I work with are terribly numb around how they actually feel and what they want and what they need. You know, it's so common. We're all taught to get up and carry on and be okay and deal with our emotions as quickly as possible. You know, like sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes we need to revisit things. Sometimes we need, you know, emotions come out in levels. Like there's no right way to deal with emotions. You've just got to find your own way of dealing with it, whether it's talking it out, whether it's, you know, crying down the phone to your friend, whether it's crying to yourself, you know, like whatever you wherever you start dealing with your emotions, even if it's just writing them down on a piece of paper and they're really simple, sad, happy, you know, whatever it starts like, just start, because once you start attaching to feelings, you will find that it becomes so much easier just by adding words and feelings and maybe articulating where those feelings happen in your body. Like when you talk about different parts of your life, when you talk about being in love with someone, what does love feel like? Where in your body do you feel love? You know, like there's the somatic work is fabulous, but you need it to be like a multi-pronged attack. It's like mind, body, and soul that you need to deal with in regards to these kind of behaviors. Like, where do you feel it when somebody knocks you back and says, no, I'm not interested? Like, where do you feel it when you feel resistance in communicating your love for someone? Like, there's so much to it, and it just feels daunting. But the best thing to do is to start with you. Start with you. Start with, how do I feel about this? Where am I feeling this? What does it feel like? You know, like even those, and you start like emotionally mapping, oh, this makes me feel the same as this. Is it the same feeling that I'm getting? Because I get really excited about that. Am I really excited about this other thing? Like you start understanding yourself so much more when you start seeing the patterns in your behavior and how you feel. Like so many people that I work with say that they feel anxiety about certain things. And then if you ask them to map it out into a pattern, it's actually like a form of excitement. But because their parents were telling them off about getting excited to go away on holiday, or, you know, like tell them to be quiet, it's like now they see it as anxiety because they see it as bad. Like, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by your, the things that come up for you, because most of it's not even real, and you can reprogram your emotions. Honestly, I used to get so het up about being in front of people and speaking out in front of people, to the point where I used to just refuse to do any kind of public speaking. And now I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Like, it's not even a thing. It's not even a thing now, because I undressed where it was all coming from, and what was actually causing it. I feel like there's a lot of empathy and compassion that you need to find for yourself in all of this, to move through this, because I feel like you're climbing yourself out of something. Like, I don't know whether you've been through a rough time, or a breakup was terribly bad, but there's definitely something here about being kind to yourself. I feel like you could have been struggling on your own, not feeling like you're good enough on your own. That instability feelings coming up for me again. I feel like we've got... Okay, so I'm just going to put this out there. You've got a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You've got a 6 of Cups in the upright, and you've got a Princess of Cups. And this... So we've had the 10 of Cups in reverse, and we've had the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm getting very much that there was... I feel like there was a breakup or a divorce, or whether this be your parents. And the 6 of Cups is normally two people on a card. Two people coming together to share a cup. That's the 6 of Cups. And there's only one. And I just feel like it's because it's normally like unity energy and union and coming together and, like creating something together. And I don't get that from this card. I feel like there's a feeling that you're going to be on your own. Like, you've got into your head that you've got to do this on your own, or you're going to be on your own. You have to deal. That's what it is. You have to deal with your emotions on your own. So this could definitely come from childhood, having to be in your bedroom and deal with your upset on your own. And the Princess of Cups here is basically saying, no, you just have to find someone with grace. That's what the swan is there for. You just need to find someone with grace and patience and beauty and integrity to be able to share your experiences and emotions with, to drink from your cup. Feel like that's a really important message for you, because you've got the Prince and the Princess of Cups out here. I feel like there is a person to absolutely match that incredibly kind heart that you have. The Prince is over here and the Princess is here. What's in between these souls? What's in between these souls? Let's have a look. Some deception. And the Lovers in reverse. So this could be, oh, there's a card behind as well. 7 of Cups. So there may have been illusions around. Okay. So what they're giving me is that basically you were looking in all the wrong places. You were looking in all the wrong places for your love. You were picking people that weren't as loving as you, weren't the right frequency for you, weren't fulfilling for you, that lied, that cheated, that like you're not listening to your heart. And that is what is coming up for your lovely birthday reading, is for you to check in with that lovely big heart of yours. The Ace of Swords in reverse is basically saying to me that you're lying to yourself. You're not checking in with God's truth. These cards feel incredibly sticky. What's going on here? Have we just got a final message to close, please? So we've got the Page of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. This is a gorgeous message. This is beautiful. Can you see both hands as well? I feel like this is an offer. I think that you are a great catch. That's what that's telling me. And I feel it is time that you get out there. The Page of Cups to me is the same energy as this Prince of Cups. The pages speak of messages. The 9 of Pentacles. We've got the Death. That's you, Scorpio energy. You're showing up in your own reading in the upright. So we've had the Death twice now. And then the 8 of Pentacles. It's like basically from that I'm getting, you need to do what you do best and let things go. I feel like you need to step into some of the Scorpio traits. And I feel like you were very much that. I feel like you're very romantic. Your heart is, it just keeps giving me your heart is absolutely huge. And I feel like you put barriers down and boundaries down to people who took the piss, and they basically talked you out of it. That's what I very much feel very strongly. I feel like I feel like you've held on to some of these really bad opinions, or people not being okay with your boundaries and talking you out of them and telling you that you're wrong and, all that kind of stuff. Have we got anything else for our Scorpios? Have we got anything else for the Fool? A new beginning. There you go. You're off, look. That's a lovely, lovely card to finish with. The Fool. There you go. You're off into your new beginning. And you've got the King of Cups. Oh, on the bottom of the deck as well. I love these cards. I will get the hang of this camera on here. But I think that is an absolutely gorgeous reading. I feel like the 1111 portal is going to be a big one for you. Little birthday Scorpions. And I feel like embody that energy. Set them boundaries up. And if people don't like it, then you know what to do with them. They need to disappear. And I'll just remind you of the top of the reading where we started. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. So if there is someone on your mind that you want to get romantic with over this winter, get on that portal and make it happen. Maybe some birthday drinks, a birthday outing. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I love a Christmas market, me. That was a lovely reading. Wasn't expecting a love reading for the Scorpios. Like, subscribe, share, all that lovely stuff. If you would like to do an energy exchange, all of those work for me. It helps me attach to the energy, and yeah, all details are in the description box if you would like a service or a deck from me. And until next time, see you later.